Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Before you listen further, let me say something that may sound simple, but it is not. If Allah did not want good for you, you would not be here. You wouldn't be listening. You wouldn't be pausing. You wouldn't feel that subtle pull in your chest telling you, pay attention. Here is a question few people ever ask themselves. What if the sign you were waiting for is this very moment? Not a dream, not a miracle in the sky, but a reminder that reached you when your heart was quiet enough to hear. Let me be clear. This message is not here to entertain you. It is here to confront you gently, because Allah does not send reminders to hearts He has abandoned. And here is the part that should make you sit upright. Many people live their entire lives without ever being reminded to return to Allah. If you are being reminded, if your heart is responding before your mind argues, that is not coincidence. That is care. Stay with me, because understanding why Allah is reaching you now may change how you see every struggle you've been calling delay. Many people believe Allah's pleasure looks like ease, comfort, speed, instant answers. But the Quran teaches something far more precise. Allah does not test those He ignores. He tests those He is preparing. Here is a pattern most people miss. When Allah is displeased, He often lets people drift. No resistance, no awakening, no inner conflict. But when Allah is pleased, He interrupts you, with restlessness, with questions you can't silence, with a conscience that refuses to sleep. Let me ask you something slightly unsettling. Why do you feel guilty for sins others commit proudly? Why does your heart ache after mistakes instead of celebrating them? Why can't you enjoy what distances you from Allah? That discomfort is not punishment. It is protection. And here is where fear should enter, just a little. The most dangerous state is not being tested. The most dangerous state is being comfortable while drifting away. If Allah were displeased with you, He would not correct you, He would leave you alone. So if you feel corrected, interrupted, when pulled back, that is not rejection, that is attention. But attention demands a response. And most people fail right here. Now listen carefully, because this part separates listeners from believers. Allah's pleasure is not a trophy, it is a responsibility. If you are seeing this, it means Allah trusts you with awareness. And awareness is heavy. It means you are no longer allowed to live on autopilot. You are no longer allowed to say, everyone does it. You are no longer allowed to pretend you didn't know better. Let me gently challenge you. Why do reminders reach you exactly when you are about to give up? Why does your heart soften when you hear the truth, even if it hurts? Why do you keep returning to Allah, even after falling? Because Allah did not close the door on you. And here is something most people are not ready to hear. When Allah is pleased with someone, He increases their awareness before He increases their reward. Because unprepared hearts would misuse blessings, so if you feel delayed, refined, stripped of distractions, it is not because you are forgotten, it is because you are being shaped. If reminders keep finding you, and you keep saying, okay Allah, I get it already, that's not coincidence, that's persistence. Allah does not pursue hearts He intends to abandon. But this brings us to the final act, because pleasure without direction is dangerous. Now we arrive at the moment of completion. If Allah is pleased with you, there is only one correct response: consistency. Not perfection, not sudden sainthood. Consistency. Return when you fall. Repent without delay. Choose obedience even when it costs comfort. Let me leave you with this final truth. Quiet but powerful. Allah's pleasure is not proven by what you feel in ease. It is proven by how you behave when no one is watching. So if you are seeing this, and your heart feels alert, and your conscience feels alive, and your soul feels called, do not ignore it, because guidance is not guaranteed forever. Respond while the door is open. Act while your heart is soft. Choose Allah while He is choosing you. May Allah keep you among those He is pleased with. May He never leave you to yourself, and may He allow this moment to be a turning point, not just a reminder. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.